what happens when a doctor's sense of service is overpowered by a lust for murder. Medicine turns into a deadly weapon, and care turns into a nightmare. In Germany, prosecutors have charged a doctor with killing at least 15 people over 3 years. The murders took place between September 2021 and July 2024, using a deadly cocktail of sedatives. Now, prosecutors have not named the palliative care doctor, but Germany's media reports are calling him Johannes M. So what is it that drove this doctor to kill? Prosecutors claim it was just his lust for murder. He appears to have no motive for the murders other than the act of killing. The victims also don't fit into any set pattern. There are 12 women and 3 men, and aged between 25 and 94 years old. The only thing common among them is that they all needed palliative care. The method of killing was also calculated. He allegedly administered a concoction of anesthetics and a muscle relaxant. The relaxant paralyzed the muscles, leading to respiratory arrest and death within minutes. According to the prosecutors, he once killed 2 patients on the same day. On 5 occasions, he set fire to their apartments to cover up these killings. On another occasion, he alerted the emergency services himself and then falsely claimed to have already begun resuscitation efforts. The victims died 3 days later. The suspect was finally arrested in August last year on suspicion of manslaughter in relation to 4 deaths. The updated charge sheet now extends it to 15 suspicious deaths. A special team of investigators is also looking at 395 suspicious cases. For many Germans, this case brought back the memory of notorious nurse Niels Hogel. He is believed to be Germany's most prolific serial killer. Hogel murdered hospital patients with lethal injections between 2000 and 2005. He is currently serving a life sentence for murdering 85 patients in his care. In another and more recent case, a 27-year-old male nurse identified as Mario G. was sentenced to life in prison in 2023 for killing 2 patients. The nurse was also found guilty on 6 counts of attempted murder during his trial. Mario G. admitted to injecting patients with sedatives and other drug cocktails while working in the recovery room at Munich Hospital. He said, "I just want to be left in peace." All these killers belonged to the medical profession. Tasked with saving their patients' lives, they ended up taking it instead. In criminology, such a killer is often referred to as an angel of death. But what drives them to kill? The motivations for such criminals usually falls into a pattern. One pattern is of the mercy killer, who believes that victims are suffering and are beyond help. The others are just sadistic, who use their position to exert power and control the helpless victims. And perhaps the most twisted is the malignant hero, a killer who pretends to save its victims and hopes to be seen as selflessly making an effort. But the question is, are these born killers who turn to the medical profession for an easy kill? Or is it the profession that turns them into killers? And is there a way to identify them? Experts do not have a definite answer yet.